Are you ready for your next pinball machine? Call Flippin' Out now and choose from the newest and hottest pinball machines from Jersey Jack Pinball, Stern Pinball, Chicago Gaming Company, and American Pinball. Flippin' Out also offers the Escalera stair climbing hand truck. Visit now at flippinoutpinball.com. The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements. Power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine.
All right, let's kick this shit.
Welcome to Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show Halloween Special. It is I, Count Zacula, and Wolfman Bone.
Hey!
Today we are going to review a pinball machine. Is that correct, Greg?
Yes!
Yes. Tell him, Wolfman, what are we reviewing?
Monster Bash!
Yes, Monster Bash!
Remake!
LE! A little special something.
Yes.
But first, some announcements. Actually, first. This is so ridiculous. First, some announcements. All right, we're having a contest, Greg.
Yeah, it's a good one.
A contest with Pin Stadium Lights. Pin Stadium Lights wants you on this episode to send a picture in to our Facebook page.
Sometimes when the moon isn't full, I turn on my Pin Stadiums. Makes me feel like there's a full moon. And then I come out wild.
You're in character, kid. I like that. All right, so Pin Stadium is running a promotion to give away a free set of Pin Stadium lights. All you've got to do is hit us up on our Facebook page. Send in a picture of your... Send us a picture of your scariest, darkest pinball machine that is in dire need of Pin Stadium lights.
There's a lot of them out there.
There are a lot of them out there, Wolfman. So send those in, and then we will pick a winner for a free set of Pin Stadium lights. Also, pinball plating. Chris got a hold of me, and he said, hey, just let your viewers know that for those with Deadpool that need so bad that katana ramp to be chromed out instead of that brushed metal, he now has replacements. I like how I'm using it. He now has replacements for that. So you don't have to send in your katana ramp and wait for a return katana ramp. If you've got one, just hit him up, make a purchase. He's going to send you out a katana ramp and you just send your old one back. Fresh chrome katana ramp. Is that needed, Wolfman and Deadpool?
Yes.
Absolutely needed.
Easy peasy.
The last and not least, before we get into the overview of Monster Bash LE Remake, I need to tell you guys, we've got teams going now.
Yeah.
Team Zach, Team Greg's, you guys have voted on our Pinside thread if you prefer yours truly, or if you prefer the Bone Man over here. You guys have voted, but now we've upped the ante. You see, during...
I drooled.
Yeah,
that was rough. Realistic.
The ante. You see... During... I drooled. Yeah, that was rough. Realistic.
During Pinball Expo, Dwight Sullivan approached me and said he is a big fan of mine. So much so that he really didn't even know who you were. He said, without a doubt, he's Team Zach. So as you guys see right here, boom, Dwight is on my team, my friend. I'm looking for 4 other pinball industry creators.
See what you got there, Dwight.
Coders, designers, pinball names. Come join Zach's team because it's going to be the best team. You see Greg's right now. His is missing 4 members if it's starting lineup. Greg, who you want to be on your
I'm a one-man wolf pack.
That's not how this promotion goes.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got to fill up our starting lineups. I've got Dwight, and I got to say, I think I got the best coder that's going to be on either one of our teams. What do you think?
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
That's right, so fill those out. All right, Gregory, back in Canada. So we are going to kick it off by showing you overview of Monster Bash. Very similar to the original, but this is Monster Bash LE Remake. All right?
But they pay particular attention to the back. I'm there.
Pay particular attention to I don't know.
It's enough to howl about.
Whoa.
Hey, straight down the middle fans. My name's Larry. I go by Independent on Pinside. I was asked by my buddies Greg and Zach if I mind filming my Monster Bash Pinball in honor of the Halloween theme show they were doing this week, so I'll be more than happy to do so. I'm a big Halloween fan. I even love the Universal Monsters just as much, so ideal for us to go and show you an overview and a couple of video of the Monster Bash Pinball in action. Monster Bash Pinball made by Williams Pinball. This is the original, not the remake. Obviously, you can tell from the popularity of the pins that they remade it. Monster Bash, your job is to collect all the Universal monsters as well as the instruments that they play in order for them to get the band back together. You can tell in the back glass, we have the Wolfman on drums. We've got the Mummy on his bass. Brian Frankenstein does the singing. Frankenstein playing his organ. Dracula on his guitar. Mummy on sax. Now the trick of this game is you got to collect the shots in order to collect the monsters. And once you get the mode going on that monster, your job is to collect the instrument from which you play. Let's go down to the play field. Here's a colored DMD. And here's an overview of the playfield. Okay, let's go straight down here to center. Here's the creatures. Every time you hit certain shots, you collect the creature. And then underneath the creature, as you're playing the mode, you got to collect the instrument. So let's go to the main toy of the game. One of the best toys in pinball, in my opinion. It's the Frankenstein monster. Next to him is Igor and Dr. Frankenstein. Okay, your job is to collect the target right below Frankenstein's feet. Once you hit the target enough, Igor will start collecting the body parts to bring Frankenstein to life, which will be shown on the playfield. You got the 2 arms, 2 legs, chest and head, torso shall I say, in the head. Okay, once you hit those targets good enough, the targets will drop. Shoot the ball underneath Frankenstein. The ball will swing around here, and it will come to a stop right about here. I don't know if the video will show it, but there's a post that comes up that blocks the ball. Cool little DMD animation will start. The lights will light up really cool as though the electricity is bringing Frankenstein's body to life. He'll actually drop down onto the playfield, and your job is to hit Frankenstein. And once you hit Frankenstein enough times, you actually collect his instrument. Like I said, Frankenstein's head will light up. And if you hit him enough times, his instrument will light up. The lights will stay on, obviously. Okay, let's go up the play field up more. Let's go to the Bride of Frankenstein, right in the very back. Okay, in order to collect the Bride of Frankenstein, there's like a little shot. I'm going to try to film it, but it's very tight. It's like a circular shot there. You can see where the ball will come around to this ramp over here. Feeds the left flipper. And you also have the ramp shot here. Okay. Every time you hit the shot, Bride Frankenstein will start doing stuff that ladies do, powdering her face, putting lipstick on, blow drying her hair. She's getting ready for her big date with Frankenstein. Once you hit that shot enough times, she will come to life, and every time she talks to you, it's really cool. Her head will bob up and down. Okay? Your job is to hit the same ramps, and you hit her enough, you actually collect the Bride of Frankenstein and her microphone that she uses. Okay? Okay, let's go over here to the left, where we have the creature from Black Lagoon. Now on this pin here, it doesn't come with this mod here. This is something I added, okay? But off the side, you see a sign. It says pond scum, seaweed muck, algae, so forth. Okay, your job is, in order to collect the creature, you want to hit the shot, the scoop right underneath his, right here, okay? And every time you hit the shot, the creature underneath the playfield would light up, okay? Hit that enough times, you collect the creature. And then in order to collect his instrument, your job is to hit the side rails, I'm sorry, not the side rails, side lanes here in different shots. Do that enough times, you collect the creature and his sax. Okay, let's go to the Wolfman. Now the Wolfman's the only monster that does not have his own toy, but he's got really cool plastic in the back, and it lights up with the LED light or light in the back, so you know you get the once you get the Wolfman. Now in order to collect the Wolfman, your job is to, if you look off the far lanes, you're going to see one. I'm trying to get the lights to blind you so much. Well, it's going to stop flashing here in a second, hopefully. Okay, full moon. Okay, it shows each phase of the moon. Your job is to get the quarter, half, 3/4, and up to the full moon fever. That's on the left side and also on the right side. Okay. You hit that shot enough times, you collect the Wolfman. Keep collecting those shots. You'll see the Wolfman chasing a girl around, acting like a Wolfman, and you collect his instrument. Next up is Dracula. Your job is to hit these drop targets here. It's not drop targets, just regular targets, but it says Drac Attack. Hit that enough times, Dracula will come out of his coffin, then you collect Dracula. Now in order to collect his instrument, as he moves back and forth on the circular track, your job is to hit the bomb in his feet or the target, okay? And once you hit that enough times, you will collect his instrument. Okay, last but not least is the Mummy. Exact same thing. When you first plunge the ball, you have 3 rollover lanes with a pyramid. You want to do is try hit the lit pyramid, and you collect the super skill shot, or skill shot should I say. The ball will feed itself to the pop bumpers and bounce around, and the more times it does it, on the DVD screen it shows these 2 archaeologists digging through the sand to get to the mummy's tomb. Then once you collect him and you also get all these 3 pyramids in the back, light that up, you collect the mummy. And what happens is the mummy's, this esophagus will pop open, show a cool little molded toy right there. It lights up, and your shot is the same thing again. Hit the side lanes here to collect the mummy. And it's also, you got a little drop target in the back, which awards you different treasures. Now the scoop does a lot of things here. It actually starts one of the modes, like the Monster Rocket I'm going to tell you about in a second. It gives you random points. It could give you, sometimes even start a mode for you, okay? So it's a really good idea when you play this game. Try to get used to hitting that shot because it gives you a lot of good points and rewards, okay? Now one other cool feature of this pin is they have what they call the Phantom Flip. So it's kind of represented Ghost, okay? Right by Frank Sun's target, as you can see the Phantom Flip. A little Ghost sticker, which I have on. One doesn't have it on it, okay? You hit those enough times, you will actually light up the Phantom Flip. It says hands off when lit. You got one on the left side for the left flipper, and one on the right side for the right flipper, okay? If you hit that Phantom Flip shot, the shot will go back and forth whenever you hit the flipper buttons, okay? If you have the ball roll over the lane that's lit, the game will take over And once the ball rolls down the flipper, it automatically make a shot for you. If you're in the mode, it will complete a shot. Like say you're trying to shoot for Frankenstein or the say the Bride Frankenstein, it would automatically will shoot the ramp, so you try to get ahead in that mode. Really cool feature. Okay, now once you collect all the monsters, you don't have to collect their instruments, but great if you did. But if you collect the monsters, first thing is they give you. You hit the shot, the scoop shot down here. The ball freezes underneath the play field. Cool DMD animation will come up. It says Monsters Rock. And doing that, all the monsters come on stage on the DMD and they start to play their instruments. And what happens is the Frankenstein drops down. Dracula comes out of his coffin. All the monsters in their stages and lanes are lit. And it's a multi-ball. You shoot as many times as you can to try to get the collect all the monsters' instruments. And if you're able to do that, you'll be able to complete the Monsters Rock multi-ball. And there's also another wizard mode that comes on after this. I think it's called, I can't remember what the name was now. I'm sorry. Monster Bash is when you collect the monsters. Monsters Rock when you collect the monsters and the instruments. So anyway, so that's how you do it, and I apologize for that. Okay. And that is Monster Bash by Williams. Very fun pen. Some argue that's easy, but you know what? It's just a blast. I can't really, once you start playing it, it's just a really fun game. It's comical. It's got good one-liners in it. It's got some of the best toys in the business. It's got some really cool animations on the DMD screen. And that is Monster Bash Pinball. I appreciate you watching this video. Special thanks out to my buddies Greg and Zach from Straight Down the Middle. I wish everybody have a very happy Halloween. Take care.
Marco Specialties, same-day shipping, accessible website, exceptional customer service, and with over 50,000 different pinball parts in stock, Marco Specialties is a must for every pinball enthusiast and operator. Treat your pinball machine right by visiting marcospec.com now. Chrome it, brass it, black nickel it, candy chrome it, powder coat it. The possibilities are endless at pinballplating.com. Your pinball machine deserves the best. At Comet Pinball, you'll find the best variety of LED products with the best quality LEDs and most importantly, at the best price. Your collection is begging for an upgrade. Order yours now at cometpinball.com. Welcome back. All right, Mr. Bong. At Expo, we played a lot of Monster Bash Remake LE, didn't we? Just think if we did this whole episode in keg.
Yeah, I was going to.
Were you really?
Well, I see you don't want to.
That is going to be very difficult. Yeah. Especially for me, the one who talks the most.
Yeah.
But, Mir! I'm trying to think of things. Garlic!
Zach could never be a vampire because he can't stay away from a mirror.
Oh, that was actually a timely joke. Very good. Very good. All right, so you guys seen the overview. Chicago Gaming Company remade this machine. This is a Bally Williams machine from the 90s, right, Greg? Mm-hmm. They remade it, and now it has come alive again.
And they nailed it.
They did nail it.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. Why do you still have like that look on your face?
Because I figured I could at least keep that if I lost the voice.
Is that the painted? All right, sorry. So they remade this thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think much of it. I thought when I went to Expo, I thought it's going to be Monster Bash, right? We'd seen some pictures of it. We knew it wasn't going to have anything like over-the-top crazy additional to it. But I got to say, Greg, this thing might have took home the show for me.
You know what? I agree with you. I thought the same thing. I was like, you know what? Again, like I kind of talked about this in our Expo video, but I was like, it's just the topper is okay. It's whatever.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not that, but I still wasn't that excited about it. It's like you said, it's Monster Bash. What's it matter? And then I agree with you. I think that it kind of stole the show for me of something. And then again, like at that
Very low key too.
it was very low key. Yeah, they just had them over there wrapped
Posted
up
up.
in white, and then they unwrapped them, and there
There
they
it
were.
is.
Let's play them. And that probably had one of the longest lines of the weekend
Surprised the heck out of me.
for that LE. It was it did me too. You know, Monster Bash is just a beautiful game to begin with, but
It's heralded as one of the greatest pinball machines of all time.
to take it and to make it even more beautiful, like that's what they did. They achieved it.
They very much do that. We'll talk about the differences between this remake and remakes in the past, like Medieval Madness and Attack from Mars. But what you need to know is there are 3 models of the Monster Bash remake. There is the Classic Edition, which is going to run you, about 6?
About 6, yeah, 59.
That's a steal!
Yeah, that.
These things were selling for close to $10,000 before this remake came out.
Well, you know what? That price point really, really got me, and I was like, you know what? This is
you
on my
did.
radar
I
now.
remember
I
you
might buy
saying
this.
that. Yep.
But you know what you did?
I know what I did.
You kind of steered me away from it. Normally, I just call it bullshit on you, and I don't care what you say to me.
Yeah.
But
I was
actually,
right.
you were very much right. Like, I think I'm going to have to go up
Up a notch.
a model.
So if you jump up a notch, that's going to be your special edition. The special edition is going to give you all the lighting features, all of the toys.
Yep.
It's going to give you the
expanded display
expanded display.
with the new animations.
The new animation.
And that's what got me. Honestly, even
It's reanimated.
above
The entire
yes.
thing is reanimated in detail, and it's as long as the back box almost. I mean,
Yeah.
it is pretty long.
Yeah.
It's
And
larger than...
You know what? I think that we'll wait until we get into all that.
Okay, all right. And then after that SC, you bump up to the LE. Special people like me, LE. You get the limited edition. That's going to come with everything on the special edition, but with the one-of-a-kind topper that you can't buy as an accessory.
Yes.
It comes with
Which is
It's gorgeous.
20 times better in person.
I think it actually looks better than the Attack from Mars.
I do too,
Topper.
in person.
I do.
In photos,
I like
it's-
the Attack
yeah.
from Mars because it bounces and
Yeah.
moves, but
the lighting
effect-
adds to this. Yeah, I agree. You
And
didn't
then-
want to make this bounce or move. It'd been too much.
Yeah, maybe they could have turned. Maybe the 2 ends could have turned
Yeah,
a little
could
bit.
have
But okay, so then you get the placard on the lockdown bar.
Yes.
That laser etched
Yeah.
placard of all the monsters. That's really cool. And you get the powder coat, that beautiful midnight blue metallic powder
Yeah.
coat. Ooh, you get that
like
as well. And then you get the limited edition model where there's only so many made.
Yeah.
So that bumps you up to, I think, $8,000.
Yes. That's not bad for what you
I
get.
think they'll sell out. Like that's
That's a lot, though. What is it?
Is
12
it?
something?
it's I think $1,250.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
I don't know, man. I don't.
I
Do you think Deadpool Pros sold 1,250?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I think in a pro.
I think so.
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
do. There's a lot, but I don't know. It's a lot of pins, and it's a lot of money.
This thing is simply gorgeous.
Yeah.
So we'll segue right into it. If it's gorgeous, let's talk about the art. Now, the art is the playfield, the
Yeah.
back glass, the cabinets.
Yes.
Okay. Where are you at on art? Is this a beautiful pin? Is this a hideous pin?
I don't know where I'm going to fall in with this.
Okay.
Because I'm setting it a B minus.
Ooh.
And I know that's
Lord.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That is bullshit.
and I can tell you where I'm coming from with it. And
Please
I don't know
do.
if it'll make sense or
It
not.
will not.
Cohesively, it's one of the most beautiful pinball machines ever made.
Okay.
I love the side art on the cabinet. I think it's
That's sharp.
fantastic.
The colors,
Yes.
greens and purples.
I think
and
the
blues.
back glass is fantastic. I think it's gorgeous.
Looks good.
But the playfield, if you really look at the playfield, the colors are there and it's nice. You've got the monsters, that's nice.
Okay.
But there's just not a lot going on. And even artistically, there's not a lot on the playfield. The playfield is a little bare.
Okay.
And it don't need a lot, but even the monsters and stuff, they're not overly detailed. They're just not.
Okay.
There's not a lot of art to the playfield artistically.
If I were to say the downside of this art package, it probably would be playfield.
Yeah.
So I'm with you.
And I think the playfield, again, the back glass is nice. I love side art, but it's sandwiched between machines. What do you normally look at, and what's 90% of what you're seeing? Playfield.
You're making
so
good points.
I always take that as the most valid thing. So that's why that I rated it as low as I did.
I'm at an A minus. I think it's beautiful. It's one of the prettiest cabinets in pinball. The head. Check out pictures of the head here.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
With the arm coming
I
up
agree.
and the guitars and stuff.
Fantastic.
If we're thinking art, that placard on the lockdown bar, because we're ranking the LE, that is a beautiful piece of art.
I agree.
Yeah. The playfield, what I do like about the playfield is that it's not cluttered. It's not cluttered. You can see what you're doing. Bold colors and the ink saturation on those playfields, like the Bally
Beautiful.
Williams.
Yeah.
You don't see the graininess.
No.
It is a strict,
It is.
really supple playfield. Supple. It is supple.
Like a nipple.
Uh-oh. We've got the call. Caller 1. Hello.
Go ahead.
Blue Cross Blue Shield and Aetna have an important message about health insurance.
I love blood.
All-time highs.
Yes.
Solutions on major
You know what's
medical-
sad is that every episode we get a call and they're all BS.
Oh, that's what I said.
That just shows you how much junk. What was that one? I don't know if I've ever heard of it.
sword.
Okay. I'm an A minus. I think it is a solid art package. It's one of the greatest. It is very much classic. I even like on the front cabinet where you see the
Yeah.
the
And that's what I'm saying. I was very torn with where of what to give it, because I could have went
B minus.
where you were, and I just maybe B minus.
That
is
is
a little rough.
disgrace. Let's move on to shots and layout.
I might get hate mail for once.
You should. All right, shots and layout.
Okay.
This is your homie.
Yeah.
Did he put together a good layout? This is, to me, I'll start a little bit. I'm at a solid A. This is Gomez's masterpiece right here.
I think it's the best shooting Gomez game
Yeah.
there is.
This
I
is
do.
when I hear fan layout, I hear 3 games.
Yeah.
Medieval Madness, Attack from Mars, and Monster Bash.
Yeah, Monster Bash kind of set the standard for. I mean, it didn't, but it was in that era of games that set that standard.
I don't know of a bad feeling shot in this game.
No, there's
Not
truly
one.
not. And you know what I like about it is it's one of those games that you can step up to, and other than Frankenstein coming back in your face, it's something that anyone can step up to and hit shots.
Hell yeah, that's a good
You're
point.
going to hit a shot. If you flip, you're going to hit a shot.
There's a lot of shots on there because it's a fan layout.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people try to squeeze in that extra shot, which makes all the other respective shots too tight.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's too tight of a shot in this
No,
whole game.
I don't either. That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, there's nothing. You're not getting a lot of bricks.
No.
There's not a lot going. You're going to hit something in there, whether it's creature. If you hit a little too far off the tip, you're going to hit that orbit and go back there to Wolfman.
Oh, Wolfman. The orbits are buttery smooth on this game.
Yeah.
And, George, the ramps on this game, phenomenal.
What was
Bravo, good man.
We need to look back and
What-
we
yeah.
need to figure out when he first put one of those like 180, 90-degree bends.
Well, this has that inspiration. He started it here where, your bride ramps to the left comes up and comes
Yeah.
back. And if it don't make it up a certain
That
peak,
is-
it will fall all the way back.
So it's kind of always been in his
But it's
wheelhouse.
smooth. I don't know if it's the wire form gauge.
Yeah.
Because on Stearns, that gauge is a lot thinner.
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't feel as
More
good.
of that ting versus a
Man,
solid.
George Gomez layouts at Bally Williams hit the spot, hit the nail on the head. It's just my issues are whenever we go over to Stern, that's when the material, it's almost like he learned on the old materials and knows how to make a solid feeling game there.
And
it
it
just
just
didn't
didn't work.
transfer over to Stern Pinball. It's got spinner shots that feel good, scoops right where it needs to be. It's not too hard.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't bounce out. The center shot's really enjoyable. Creature shot, hell, that left shot
Mm-hmm.
to go up to the creature saucer, that's even really enjoyable. And we finally have stand-up targets that matter. When you hit Drac stand-up targets, that
Yeah.
son of a biscuit will
Come
roll
out. Yeah.
that's
Which
really
is
cool
neat.
Oh yeah.
Which we can't get in all that right now. But
Okay, so shots and layout for me.
yeah, I'm in the A minus.
I'm an A. You're A minus. That's a solid.
That's
damn
very
game.
solid, yeah.
It's making me want this game.
I actually do want it really bad right now.
Much money. Moving on to rules and code. This is rookie Lyman at his finest. Lyman Sheets.
Yes.
What do you think?
But
But
do you, what do you mean?
man, you're not too bad.
No, A minus. We're very close. I came in an A minus just because
That's a good score.
it's not super deep for Lyman, but like you said, it's fresh. but it's a very good
What
rule
90s
set.
pin is super deep?
Yeah, there isn't any. So you can't really hold that against it totally.
This is for that era.
But it's a really cool rule set. I like to hit the Frankie. I like the stacking. Like I like
the stacking.
I like
skill.
everything that goes on with that pin. I like the multiple shots on multiple monsters. It's what 90s pins were.
Yeah.
And it feels good. That's my kind of pin. And for me to
It's
enjoy,
not confusing.
No, not at all.
It's very much spellathon, if you will.
Yeah.
Hit the shots a number of times.
And I probably, for it to be that kind of pin and be more up my alley, I probably should have rated it a little higher.
Gee, you're
Honest.
A minus. That's pretty high.
It's pretty good. But, I mean, I think I could have waited an A on it.
It's a guy that in grade school got C's and thought they were good.
Yeah. C for cats. That's what I eat.
You do eat a lot of cat, don't you? All right. I'm a little bit less than you. I'm going to B.
Yeah.
Because B is a solid score.
Yeah.
This is a solid code.
Yeah.
It doesn't tickle my pickle like an A would.
No.
Here's essentially what it is. You have, was it 6 monsters? Mm-hmm. 6 monsters. Each of them correspond to a shot on the playfield.
Yeah.
You hit them enough, you start their respective mode. If you continue to hit them during that mode, you'll qualify their instrument.
Yes.
If you get all the characters, you start Monster Bash.
Yes.
If you get all of the instruments, you start Monsters of Rock.
And Monsters of Rock's pretty difficult, though, ain't it? Is it?
I've got there once.
Have you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. That's the problem. That's why I'm at a B and not an A, because code gets a little stale.
Yeah.
It's good for location. It's good for probably tournament. It's good for
That's what I was
family
going to say.
pins.
It's good for points. If you're not afraid of chasing points, it's a good chasing points pin.
What I like about this, because this can be a chop fest. This is very Metallica-esque for me,
Yeah,
without
I can
the
see that.
depth.
Yeah.
But why I have this at a B instead of a C is the stacking you were alluding to.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially on this game, what you're trying to do is you're trying to qualify all 5 monsters minus Frankenstein. You're trying to get all 5 monsters one shot away from starting their respective mode. Then, once you do that, you get Frankie all the way up there. So you get all 6 prepped and
Yes.
ready to go, 1 shot left. Then you start opening up the modes. Do not open Frankie. Don't open that multi-ball up yet, because if you open up Frankie multi-ball, you're screwed on the other ones. You
Yes.
can't open them back up.
Yes.
So you try, ideally, the perfect game is qualifying all 6 monsters, starting them one at a time until the last monster, which should be Frankenstein, start him up, and you're about to blow that game up.
Yes.
Here's the problem. Why I'm at a B.
Yeah.
After that's over on ball 2, you start over again.
Yes. And that's why you don't like the chopping of wood. But how do you enjoy something like Dracula?
Because that's supposed to be like that. I'm not spending $10,000 on that.
Well, guess what? You're not now either.
I'm not now either. But you can't dangle a $6,000 brand new Monster Bash in front of me and say, well, you can have the extended display if you want, with all new animation and RGB lighting throughout for an extra $1,500.
But I'm just saying,
hey, I'm going to take that.
You're sort of at the same thing, like stacking your 3 multi-balls in Dracula. It's sort of the same thing, except for now you're doing it with you're doing it with multiple monsters.
Because Dracula, we should have did a head-to-head for Halloween here with Dracula Monster Bash. The reason it works on Drac is because you're also trying to get bats and rats bonuses going.
Okay.
And it's harder. It's a hell of a lot harder to stack them on here than it is on Monster Bash. That game is brutal. That's what that game is for.
Monster Bash can be pretty rough because there's so many shots, and keeping them all without activating one is pretty difficult. More like maybe like God. I was gonna say maybe more like Godzilla for you, but
kind of. But so that's where I'm. B solid. B is a solid.
Yeah,
rules
it's
and code.
not bad.
A minus is a great.
I'm just
code.
arguing for it. I like it.
Yeah. Toys and innovation.
Oh, I mean,
Come on. A plus.
yeah, you
A
can't.
plus. Come on.
Like you said,
This thing's loaded.
You've got Drac who comes out.
Let's start saying all those different things. Drac that comes out.
You got Frankie who stands up.
Frankie who stands
After you
up.
bash him, and you bash
Not
him, he
only
turns
does
into
he-
a bash toy.
Not only does he stand up, but his arms then come up.
Yes, and he turns into a bash toy.
Sorry, my collar's getting limp.
Yep. You've got Bride of Frankenstein.
Yep.
Her head
Her head bobbles
pops
up
and down. Creature lights up. It's like a
Yeah,
miniature
it
creature from the
is.
Black Lagoon.
He
like
comes up from out of the playfield
Instead
looking
of like an LCD or a screen underneath, like you did a hologram, you actually have like a physical like little toy under there, and it lights up green around him like a
What
pool
about
of water.
the mummy that he's lit up and the door flings open and there's
the mummy. Yeah.
We can't forget the.
And what happens with Wolfman? Is just the moon lights up with Wolf?
What's cool back there is that it is 3D plastics.
Yeah.
So that it adds a lot of depth with lighting.
And it
back
adds,
there.
because the moon will come out. And
even
stuff.
on the original, we're talking remake, but even on the original, that lighting blend back there, it's gorgeous, man.
It's fantastic.
What about the plasma disc?
Yeah.
On the LE? That's really cool.
It added a lot to it because it's on the cabinet. Isn't on, or the head?
The whole theming is like the.
I thought that plasma disc was
the
on
Tesla,
the Tesla coil type thing. Yeah.
So it's back there as well.
Why am I confused?
You stay confused. This thing is loaded. Now, so that's toys though. What about innovation? What about innovation? We're both at A pluses, so hopefully it can hit some innovation too. I have a good point on it.
Okay, I want to hear that because I don't have a really good argument to make for.
And even toys, you could add topper in there
innovation
on the LE remake.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the best toppers ever made.
Very much.
Regardless of what you want to say, it's beautifully sculpted.
The only thing with innovation, maybe the
expanded
expanded display and the lighting. That
there it is.
RGB, the RGB is different. It's different than other RGB.
I know. I told the guy that runs the show over there, Doug. I told him, I said, look, your plasma is cool. That plasma disc is cool. That topper is gorgeous, Doug. Even the placard at the lockdown bar. But you're missing the biggest feature of this game, and I don't even know if you know it. It's that lighting.
Yeah.
The dramatic effect that they add to this lighting.
Yeah.
It's different than their other remakes. So Medieval Madness, Attack from Mars, that lighting was kind of a tribute to the old.
Yeah.
They had LEDs in there, but it was dark. It felt like it was supposed to be incandescent feel to it, right?
Yeah, but it shouldn't have. It's too bright of a game.
But it did. That's what they did in Medieval Madness. That's a dark game.
No, Medieval Madness.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely supposed to be. But this, I'm arguing this.
Oh, this. So this is what happens. On this one, they add RGB everywhere.
It's not a dark game. It's probably the only game that I've seen that is adequately lit. I'm not talking about great colors, but I'm talking about...
It's a little dark because of the use of color GI. But... so it's a little bit darker, but it's fine.
See, I think it actually lights the center of the playfield decently. Now, when it goes into the colors, like when you hit Frankie or do something, you're gonna darken down a bit. But I want to
know who coded this light show.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's so different,
and it's
different.
It's not flashers, you guys. It truly is the blending of the colors that they used.
Yeah,
like back there by the Mummy, where you see oranges, and it blends great with the purples and blues of Wolfman's scenery back there. Drat comes out red, and then you've got the greens.
Yeah.
And it's not just an RGB blue, red, white. It is sectioned.
And I think you'd made the previous comment about Twippy. Like, if this doesn't win Twippy. But I want people to experience. I don't want people to overlook it. You've got to go see it.
You got to see it in person.
Because people, I think, because it is Monster Bash, are going to tend to want to overlook it or think they know what we're talking about without seeing it.
They're going to say color GI's bullshit, right?
You've got to get out and see it. Got to.
You can see that on the SE as well.
Yeah.
And those should be shipping anytime now, actually.
Yeah.
SE shipping anytime. We are in late 2018 for those of you who are watching in 2019 or beyond. So, yeah. And then the LE should be rolling around Thanksgiving 2018.
Yeah.
So we should be
Which is
seeing
nice.
That. Oh.
The unveiling is shipping
quick.
finally, yeah.
Yeah, finally.
Well, we waited long enough. But, I'll get it out.
So the lighting is my favorite feature of this LE.
I can agree.
It just is.
I can agree.
We're both at A pluses. I'd be higher if I could. I would be.
I bet you would.
Oh, stop. Be nice. Music and call-outs. So the call-outs, great. You're kind of brutal on this one. Or no, you're not. You're still good.
It's still good. I'm at a B plus.
B plus is good.
Yeah.
This has like the most iconic call-outs in pinball, and you give it a B plus.
Well, I mean, it's iconic. It's nice, but
solid A here.
I like it all.
The rock music's okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where my head. Yeah, that's why I went with a B. But the call-outs are they're great. They're really good.
All the bride call-outs.
Yeah.
I love that. They're quirky and they're it's tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, it's fun. It's what makes it. It's not a serious.
No, it's fun.
It's not a serious.
These are monsters in a band.
Yeah,
and this is a.
Always reminds me of the Beetlejuice Rockin' Review at Universal. I think they
can
were
see
doing
that.
away with that. I can't remember if they revamped it or doing away with it. Somebody write me and let me know.
Beetlejuice is old, so probably gone.
Yeah, but that show was popular. No matter,
Why can't they make a Beetlejuice pin? Make it happen, please.
Nice f***ing model.
Oh,
That's my favorite.
God, I gotta bleep that out.
Scared you
man.
out. Yeah.
Okay,
Show
so
it
that's
to me.
Music College. Not much to say about the Music College. Jackpots kind of get old at times
Yeah.
because when you're in a multi-balls, you're just hitting jackpots all the way. Okay. Now we changed it. We told the people DMDs were not going to be ranked on display and animation.
But
we changed it. We're ranking the Monster Bash Remake LE,
even though it's not
display and
LCD.
animation. Why? Tell them, Greg.
Because it's beautiful.
Oh no, there's reasons why. There's other dots that are beautiful, but why? Isn't this just like every other DMD?
No, this is an extended DMD.
Okay.
It's large.
It is an LCD. It mimics a
Yeah.
DMD.
Yeah.
But everything, the reason we're including it from here on out, the extended ones, still the extended. If we were doing Monster Bash Classic, we would not do display and animations.
Agreed.
Whenever your display goes wider than a Stern LCD, which we are rating, then we're going to rate it.
Do you know what?
A lot, I do know a lot.
So you think you do. That's the problem.
It's just a
on
fact.
this show. I would have been happy if an LCD
Okay.
didn't exist and we just upgraded to this. Now, not everything, because I think JJP, those pins, Hobbit would not be what the Hobbit is without that LCD. But I don't know how it would sell and I don't know how it would do, but I almost think it would be worth consideration on some pins that you don't always feel that you have to put an LCD in because it's the new technology. I think this extended
I
display...
think you got to go one or the other with these companies.
Really?
Then Stern would have to...
And
They can't go back to DMD.
And
I think each company has their own thing.
I agree. I think that it can be very weird and complicated. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that it would go over.
You know,
real
I'm
well.
kind of with you though. I think that these Chicago Gaming Company remakes, I like the extended display reanimation more than I would an LCD screen implementation.
Yes.
The animation, if they were to try to redo the real animation,
Yes.
give me these all days because it's kind of a tribute to the old, but it freshens it up and it makes it alive.
And that's what would almost be kind of neat if Stern did that with some of their vaults. Like if they did a Lord of the Rings vault or they did something vault, do something where it keeps the dot so it still sort of
give
feels
it the
like that.
CGC
Give it that
treatment.
CGC treatment. Exactly.
Ooh.
Because then you get something new.
Stern.
Yep. And it sets
You
those
listening?
vaults apart. Sets the vaults apart. And it
Dude,
gives you something
You
special.
just thought of a terrific idea.
Could you imagine a vaulted Indiana Jones? Well, they're not going to vault Indiana. It'd have to be a remake on it.
Well, yeah.
Well, they could.
Yeah, and CGC. might-
Yeah, if CGC did. But I mean, can you imagine that
Oh,
with
the
upgraded?
extended- with the ball rolling
It'd
down.
be sick. It'd be nuts.
It would
Everything
be.
about it would be nuts. Like
We
I
might
said,
get that,
I
though.
even think Lord of the Rings would be freaking sickening if you had this kind of
Could you
display.
picture like the color on Walking Dead?
Oh,
Extended display. The Horde, them all spread out.
oh, it would add so much more to the pin. Something to think about.
Ghostbusters?
Oh,
If we can't
Ghostbusters
get-
would be the
We
greatest.
need an LCD for Ghostbusters. Oh, come on. Now, you know what, Stern? I think
No,
Stern should do...
you can't do an LCD.
Nah, movie themes,
Not-
you got to go LCD.
not in Ghostbusters.
You got to do LCD.
Ghostbusters.
I want to see Dan Aykroyd. I want
It
to see
don't
Bill Murray.
matter.
Nah.
Colors and everything are so out of whack compared to
Stern,
the
stick
pin.
with the LCD. Now that I'm thinking about it now, stick with the LCD. I need movie clips. All right, so we're on display and animations. We're ranking it, and we're both ranking it an A+.
Easy.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I love them.
The creature I love. I'm still blown away by the creature. I love the archaeologist or the archaeologist, the Egyptologist.
The start of
the
that
mummy stuff
mummy mode.
is fantastic. Like
Because you know what else is cool? Whenever it goes into, for example, mummy,
Yeah.
it goes orange.
Yeah.
And what happens on your topper and play field and speaker lights?
Yeah.
They all kind of turn
fades
orange
up.
and
Yeah.
not just all orange, but orange in certain spots, a predominant orange theming.
yeah.
Whew.
Again with that lighting.
God, I want one, Greg. I'm getting hyped up on this thing. So display and animations is without a doubt
A+.
A+. I do prefer, I'm with you again, Mr. Bone, dog face bone over here. I'm with you. That I prefer the extended animation on Monster Bash more than some of the current Stern LCD titled animations.
Oh yeah,
like Aerosmith.
Easily.
Would you rather have this extended display?
Extended display, hands
Absolutely.
down. No
what
questions.
about Batman 66?
Nah, that's a little
that's
tough.
a
Batman
tough one.
66, that fits
That's a
pretty
tough
well.
one. What
yeah.
about Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians would be tough. You know what? I think, like you said, though, I think
Iron Maiden?
I think
Give me the Monster Bash over Iron Maiden.
I think when you've got movie stuff,
Yeah.
I think that you have to Iron Maiden. I think that it would have fit perfect.
Yeah.
I think that if they would have went that route with Iron Maiden, it'd been.
But
fantastic.
Monster Bash I like better than the Iron Maiden LCD.
I do too. 100%.
Deadpool. Ooh, what about Deadpool?
The
90s fighting?
I like it better than Deadpool.
I think I do too.
I'm not a fan.
It is nostalgic and it's rich and it feels old, but it's still so new.
But it's new. Yep. Still feels good. Still crisp, clear.
People are going to love it when they have it in their homes. People are going to love
I
this
think so.
extended animation or this extended.
I'm gonna buy one.
Moving on to theming. All right, so theme: Universal monsters.
Yeah.
Cartoony Universal monsters.
But still Universal
that
monsters.
are in a rock band. Yeah. Where you at?
I'm an A plus.
Whoa.
I love it.
Pl-
But I
you
love
do-
Universal
you
Monsters.
do
I
love
love
Universal Monsters. I'm in an A. Yeah, I love monsters as well. Monsters and pinball go together since the dawn of time.
I
right?
agree.
Rock and roll music,
And
pinball, dawn of time.
Exactly.
Oh, you know, I forgot to mention Lyman's Lament. The flipper code. You know the flipper code?
No.
That you do before you start the game, or when you start the first ball of the game?
No.
There's a flipper code. You do, it's Lyman's initials. You tap the left flipper button for an L, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, to L,
Yeah.
and then you lock it in with the right flipper, and then you go as middle initial. I forgot what it is. What is it on Walking Dead? L blank S. What is the initials?
I didn't know
H?
Walking Dead had it.
Yeah. So anyway, you do L, lock it in with the right flipper, middle initial, lock it in, and then S, lock it in, and then boom, Lyman's Lament, your first ball. And then he tells you as you're doing good, he'll do a call out, and if you're doing bad, he does a call out.
Oh,
Blew his mind. A little long and sheetsy.
I like
All right.
that.
So theme, I'm in an A, you're an A plus. Who doesn't love? Who's your favorite monster? If we're talking about Universal monsters, who is your favorite monster? Now this isn't Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, yeah,
We're
yeah.
talking old school monster.
I think that you still have to go with Dracula. If you're
school.
speaking of universe, if
Oldie
you're
but
speaking of the
goodie.
actual movies and stuff, but my favorite character is probably the Mummy.
Mummy.
Yeah,
Okay.
as just a character.
You've always kind of liked the Mummy.
Yeah, I love the Mummy. Yeah, I love it. What's yours?
Thank you for asking. I thought we were just going to keep going.
I wanted to.
Creature. Absolutely Creature.
I
I
like
think
Creature.
he's engaging.
I do too.
He's underwater.
But I didn't care much for the film. Like I didn't like the film. I like the
If I'm going to be
the
honest,
character.
they're all a bit too dated for me to
Yeah.
enjoy too much of. So just the character itself, I love the green
do.
and the beauty and the looks of.
Lives! I need lives for the master!
Oh, somebody's upset.
Let's move on to enjoyability. Okay, enjoyability. Does this stay in your home? Do you like this game? Do you like flipping it? How long does it last?
I do.
How much do you enjoy playing this game?
I went with an A.
Woo, that's a good playing game, isn't it?
It is, and I might have slightly been a little high. I don't know, and
Okay.
the only reason is
Like
because
you were actually high when you ranked it, or
no,
you're high on the ranking?
a little high on the ranking.
Are you sure?
No, I might have. It might be, it might be the longevity.
This is what happens when you get high.
the keeper.
You turn into Wolfman.
Who you looking at?
I need Doritos. Okay.
Stop looking at me.
All right.
Funyuns.
Funny. I don't know why.
But I think it's the last ability. That's my only concern. But it's so damn beautiful that if I was to scoop it up at a decent price, I would want to keep it, not get rid of it, just because it's gorgeous. It would still be fun to shoot. But if I had to turn it over, I think it might leave kind of quick to bring something else in.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah, I think it sounds fair to us because we're small collectors.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
large collection. It wouldn't leave.
We're
No.
2 to 5 pin collectors here.
Yes.
I think it survives in a 5 pin collection.
Yeah.
This is a great beginner pin, and it's a great collection pin, and it's a great location pin.
Yeah.
This thing is great all the way around. I'm going to B though. To go off of what you were talking about, the code is just a little flat for me.
Yeah.
I really get into code sets, tasks. This one's not telling me a story really. I like mode-based games, so I'm chopping wood like I'm doing on Metallica on this. So other than that, I would love this thing to be turned on in my room,
I agree.
indefinitely. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. I'm fine with playing this once or twice a week just to see if I can't get to Monsters of Rock. But other than that, after I get to Monsters of Rock, I probably won't play it for another week or two.
Yeah, and that's what's rough on it. And see, personally, where I'm starting to hit a bad spot at is Lost World not leaving, and I've come to the realization that, oddly enough, Lethal Weapon 3 won't ever leave.
That's so silly.
It is really silly, but
You're not going to get another pin for that money.
for that money, no,
fun
not at all.
playing.
There's no reason to get rid of it, and I still have a blast on it
well.
every time I play it. I still have a blast on it. And if I would have paid more for it, it might leave. But it was a super good price on it from this guy, and it's in good shape. Like it won't leave. So now I've got Simpsons,
Star Wars Pro.
Like
What else you have? You have something else, don't you?
they got Houdini
Houdini?
right now, which we'll see where it goes.
Okay.
But I'm actually going to trade out with a buddy Saturday for my Star Wars. I'm getting a hands Iron Maiden.
Ooh, you like that.
So that'll be a nice change up. But other than that, man, it's like Simpsons I still really like. It's still neat. So I'm getting to where I've got to make decisions about what pin to revolve. So if I was to bring
This
in
or that.
that so much money into a Monster Bash remake,
Now,
then
we
that
said
tightens
at
my
our-
restraints.
We said at our recent Chicago Expo seminar, this or that, Oktoberfest or Monster Bash remake, we went Oktoberfest.
Yes.
And that's just on play. We haven't played as much of it. I've played the hell out of Monster Bash, man.
Yeah, and
I've
that's
played a lot
that's
of
why
Monster
we had
Bash.
both come to that conclusion, Jeff as well. Why that we come to the Oktoberfest over Monster Bash.
But for me, the enjoyability is a B, and that is only for me. That is likely not for you. If you play less pinball than I do, right?
Yeah.
And if you're playing just to have fun and you're not trying to get through modes and wizard modes, because that's what I do, this is going to be the perfect pin for you.
And if you're newer to pinball and you've got the money to spend, this is the pin.
This is a family pin.
Yep.
This is fantastic.
Quick this or that.
Okay.
And we should have it on the show, but let's do it right here.
Okay, let's do it.
Since you've compared the two, Metallica or Monster Bash Remake.
Monster Bash remake, no question.
I 100%
No
agree
question.
with you.
Because one's beautiful and one just looks pretty good.
I can agree with that.
And the theme of one is spectacular and the other theme's just good.
I don't agree as much, but I'm there. I share that sentiment. So
Absolutely.
nice.
Slime and Sheets is finest, these
Nice.
games. So my enjoyability, I'm at a good B. If I had 10 pins, this thing would be bolted to the floor. It would
Now,
not leave
how
ever.
weird is this looking at this? I guess my art's what destroyed it. The composites.
Yeah, I'm higher than you.
Yeah.
You're to B+. 3.68.
Was still respectful. I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I actually probably think it's more of an A- game, but
That's where I'm at.
yeah. Oh, nice. See, but I'm very content with a B+.
I mean, look, that's why people join Team Zach. Because I know what I'm doing.
What are you going to do if I get
when I
Lyman?
review that. You try to get Lyman. Lyman doesn't watch those shows.
Lyman
It's got to
don't-
be somebody legit.
Lyman
that
don't
is
feed
a
into
fan.
this.
Yeah. I've got Dwight. Dwight's all you need. All you need is Dwight.
I'll admit, I'm slightly jealous.
I'm going
of
to
Dwight.
You ought to be, buddy. I'm going to A minus 3.71, which puts it in interesting spots in our composites here.
Yeah.
Ooh, looky there.
Interesting.
It creeped right up to your A minus section, buddy. It made my A-listers. I think Monster Bash Remake, Ellie, by Chicago Gaming Company, is... Man, I didn't think it was going to be this. I thought it was going to be lackluster. I really did.
I did too. I did not have high hopes for it, but then I put more games on Monster Bash than I did any other. I say that, but I played Apollo 13.
You played Apollo 13.
I played a lot
A little
of
too
Apollo
much.
13. Yeah, there.
I think I put more games on this than any game at that show.
Yeah, besides
And
Apollo 13, it was
and
this.
partly for me is because Oktoberfest was There's lines.
Lines. Well, this had lines too, but I could sneak in on the classic every now and then.
Here's a tip I was going to give you guys. If you get tired of the code like I do on this one, I've never owned this, but one of the first things that I would do is I'd start taking out posts or something. This can be a long ball time game, right?
Yeah.
It can. I don't want to get every achievement in ball 1. So take them out. Take them out. Make this a brutal pin. Then it might stick around a lot longer. Why are you hating on me right now?
I'm not.
No, go ahead. No.
He always just wants to give you the tip.
Really? That's what you're just sitting there chuckling the whole time, Cliff.
You're
just sitting
and
on
I was
that,
like, I
aren't you?
can't say that.
It
But I was like,
it's not even a good joke.
I thought it was
You just
funny.
felt good.
It
Huh?
was funny to me. I loved it. He'll only give you a tip.
Your mom loves just the tip.
He always wants to give you the tip.
She can't handle more than that.
Tip
All right,
with a
this is
T-bone.
straight down the middle of Pinball Show. What do people need to do, Greg? They need to
Follow
buy
us.
a shirt.
Buy us a shirt. Or not.
Buy us a shirt. Well, hell, we'll take shirts too.
Yeah, buy a shirt, man. Again, it supports us. You know that's what keeps us going. Our new equipment. We feel like we're upgrading things. We still got a few things we want to upgrade and everything. Follow us on Facebook. As always, Facebook is my pride and joy. The more people we get, the more little random things that we post. A lot of things you see little updates.
Like Greg picking his nose,
And sometimes I put a booger on there.
making booger monsters.
Boogers. I got hairballs.
You're
boogers.
probably the kid that ate his booger. Don't lie.
No,
Don't
I could not
lie.
stand those kids.
Why is that? Why do they pick their boogers?
And just
And they
eat
eat
them
'em.
blatantly. I've
Look,
seen
I pick
adults
my
do
own
it.
boogers.
It carries
I
over.
pick my own booger. Come on.
Yeah, everybody's got to pick your boogers. You got to
But
clear
you
out
don't
the
eat
canal.
them.
No.
As kids, were you the glue paste
I'm
kid
flicking
that
my
eat it
people.
like a monkey? Do you eat glue? Did you eat glue?
No, I
as a
didn't
kid?
eat glue either.
Yeah,
The
I
booger
didn't
eaters
either.
were the glue eaters.
Why do they?
They like went
Have
hand
you ever
in
seen
hand.
them? Sorry, this is nasty. But they scrape it on their teeth. That's what they
Yeah,
do.
and they savor it. You know how many people out there that
I
are
wonder
fans
what a
that
booger
eat their
tastes like.
boogers,
I wonder what a booger tastes like.
and we're gonna make them so mad because you know somebody right now is like,
You know what? Look,
Wait a minute.
if we lose a subscriber because they're a booger eater and they took offense, guess what? Be gone. Go on. There's plenty of shows that accept booger eating.
I still accept you as a booger eater. I won't lie.
I don't. I'll give you my
You're
card.
still
We'll
my
work
friend.
on
Do I
that.
think you're weird? Do I want
We'll
to eat
work
dinner
on
with
that.
you? No, because you're eating boogers, but you still be my friend.
Make sure to send in your deepest, darkest, scariest pinball machine for a chance to win Penn Stadium lights.
It can't get any easier. Snap a pic of that piece of shit machine that ain't lit up right.
Like your Gottliebs.
Oh,
Or Deadpool.
Hey, Comet Pinball can help that.
hey, they can. That is very true. They got a nice little package to brighten that bastard up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're stuck in any of those, send in that picture. You get freaking almost $300 in lights. You can't go wrong. I'm going to submit a picture.
Where can people buy this Monster Bash remake? Because it's very important.
Larry. At flipping out pinball.
What monster would Larry be if he was a monster?
He's kind of like a hybrid between Frankenstein and Wolfman.
He kind of is. I could see that.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
could see that. And Donna's the bride of
Donna's definitely Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. What else
Yeah.
they need to do? Live on Twitch. We've got Facebook. We've got, what else? YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. What else?
Hey, we're at 2,200 subscribers now. 2,200.
Pretty soon we're going to pass those other pinball guys.
We
aren't
are. We're on a roll.
We're coming for you.
That's right.
It's Twippy season and we're coming for you.
What's coming next week? Next week is likely going to be a this or that. It'll probably be a this or that or a top 10. Mm-hmm. This or that or top 10. We're due for both of those.
We are due for both of those.
Why are you smiling?
Because I know what it's
Still
going to be.
thinking about eating your boogers again? All right, until next week, we love you guys. Peace out, homies.
Bye.
I'll fly away again.
Kibble and bits.
Kibble.
Makes me shit.
You hit it off with the bumper, now straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the alley again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper, it was all in vain. Baby, baby, baby.
Hey, that one wasn't bad. God, you actually scared me.
You blend in. You blend in with your picture in the back. Pasty motherfucker.
What's wrong? When I'm not drinking blood, I enjoy a nice cold Pepsi. No, not Pepsi.
The other red meat. Okay.
What I want you got mighty hard to handle, like a flame burning a candle. On the night. That's what we should do. Sing an old 80s song in our respective characters. Are you making my dreams come true? On the night I fly, I bite all the.
Yeah. Back to the pictures. No. Get autofocus off. You want me to put it back on?
Is it good?
Let's just turn this on.
Make sure it's not fucking blurry.
God damn it. Hey, are you ready?
Yeah. One.
Hold on.
Hold